Good morning, everyone. This is the first session of the second unit of HRM. So, first of all, in this session, I'm going to just give you all a brief idea about what are the various topics that you are going to study in the second unit. And then I'm going to begin the session with the first topic of the second unit. Okay? So, in the second unit, this entire second unit is about training and development. So, these are the topics that you are seeing on the screens are the part of the second unit. So, first of all, I am going to explain what is training, what is development, what is the difference between training and development. That is the basic introduction portion of the unit. So after that I'm going to explain the needs, objectives, importance of training program. What is training program? Why it is necessary in an organization? That is also a very important part of the second unit. And then we have the methods which are used in the training of the employees. So the methods are categorized into two major categories: on the job training, that is training within the organization, and off the job training, which is training by outside agencies. So these are the important aspects of the second unit. Each and every portion is important, like the methods which are used on the job and off the job. And then we have HRD interventions. So what are the different types? So what is the involvement of what kind of involvement HRD has in training and development? And then I'm going to explain the developmental aspects of the organization. Executive development, what is the process of executive development? That is also an important part of the second unit. So these are the topics that you all are going to study in the second unit. So let's begin the session with the first topic of second unit. So training and development. Uh, in the first unit, you all had human resource planning. Then you had recruitment and selection, the three major functions of an organization. First, they have to plan regarding the total number of people required by an organization, and what kind of qualities and skills those people must have to get a job within the organization, so the activities and tasks can be done efficiently. Then comes recruitment. Recruitment here means finding various sources through which these employees, these prospective candidates can be appointed, can be motivated to apply for the job. And then comes selection. So selection is a long process through which the candidates go through various stages, various steps. They prove their capability, they prove their potential so that they can get a job in an organization. But what happens after getting a job? We simply appoint the person on the job, and the organization expects the employee to do the job perfectly. Even if the candidate who is appointed by the organization has experience, has already worked with many organizations, but still they require some kind of training, because they are not acquainted with the working environment of the organization, how the tasks are completed, how the tasks are executed. So each and every candidate who is appointed on a job, whether the candidate is experienced or the candidate is inexperienced, all the employees must be trained properly so that they can perform their job efficiently, and they can have a higher level of performance, and they can contribute to the organization to a greater extent. So that is the major objective of training. So every organization requires the service of trained persons. Why trained persons are required? Because they can perform the activities under their job in a systematic and proper manner. So that is the most important thing. For whatever job you are appointed, you must be capable of doing all the activities and tasks assigned to the job. And for doing that aspect, every candidate, every employee must get some kind of training. So the step-by-step process of executing an activity performing an activity, the techniques, the methods to be used, the training aspect. Okay, then what happens? See, training only explains the candidates, only explains the employees regarding a particular job, and this particular job keeps on changing due to technological changes and various other types of changes that take place within an organization. So we can easily say that the job description keeps on improving and changing. If the job changes, if new activities are added, if new duties are added, then what will be its consequence if the employees are not trained according to it? They won't be able to do their job. So training is also very necessary to make the employees cope up with the changing requirements, changing needs of the job, technological changes and various other changes. If the machinery is changed, if the process is changed, if new methods are introduced, if many things are changing within an organization, and a job also changes according to it. So that's why training becomes necessary, so that the employee can understand the change and then they can cope up with such kind of changes with increased level of knowledge. Okay, so for this purpose, every organization must have a systematic training and development program. See, training and development both are related to each other, yet they are very different, and both are extremely necessary for every organization and for every employee. So it is better to have a systematic training program and development program. If these programs are not prepared in a systematic manner, then it won't give any kind of result to the organization. It would be simply a wastage of money that they have put in the training and development program. So for the overall growth and development of all the employees, these training and development programs must be prepared in a systematic manner. They must be research should be done regarding what are the training methods to be used, how the candidates, how the employees must be trained so that they can understand their job in an effective way and in an easy way also. So that's why a systematic procedure for preparation of training and development program is very necessary. So what is the principal objective of training and development? To make sure the availability of skilled, capable and talented workforce, so that the organization can perform better. So that is the basic objective, the most important objective of the training and development programs, so that there will be availability of efficient, skilled employees within the organization, so that the organization can perform better and better. Okay, so this is all about training and development. So what is the basic meaning, specific meaning of training? See, like I said, training is provided for a particular purpose. That is, training is provided for a particular job. So we can say that training can be viewed as a systematic and planned process, which also has a important purpose for the organization. From the organizational point of view, also it is very important. And what is the basic element of training? To impart knowledge, to impart learning experience to the employees, and they also provide different kind of facilities through which a employee can learn a lot of things. So they impart knowledge and skills, they provide different types of facilities to have some learning experience, and these learning experiences, these different methods of training actually makes employees in or we can say make necessary improvements within an employee, so that they can do their job efficiently, effectively, and their performance level can also be increased. So basically, training is a systematic procedure which imparts knowledge and skill related to a particular job, related to a specific job. so that it can make some kind of improvement within an employee. Okay. Now, for example, a candidate has already gone through the training programs. What would be his or her contribution? His contribution would be in a greater manner in comparison to those employees who have not received any kind of training. See, a trained person would definitely perform better than an untrained person. So what will be its consequence? A trained employee can easily meet his or her goals, objectives. And at the same time, if all the individuals are trained and each and every individual perform their job efficiently and effectively, the organization's goals and objectives can also be achieved. So that is the basic objective of the training programs, to train the employees, uh, to impart necessary skills and knowledge within the employees so that they can perform their job in an efficient manner, and then they all can contribute towards the achievement of goals and objectives of the organization. So we can say that is the basic purpose of training. So in simple words, we can describe training that it is an organized procedure to increase the knowledge and skill of the employees for a specific purpose. Now that specific purpose is the specific job. See, suppose you're appointed in the post of marketing manager, or you're appointed in the post of clerk, or any other post, assistant manager, financial analyst. So for each and every job, you need to get some kind of training so that you can do the job efficiently. And when you get promoted from one job to another job, then again you receive training to do that kind of job in a better way. So every training program is prepared for a specific purpose, for a specific job. So this is the meaning of training. In We can say that this is the actual description and meaning of training. And through these training programs, the trainees or the employees acquire new skills, ability, knowledge, so that they can work efficiently, they can do their job efficiently. But at the same time, these knowledge, these skills can be helpful to them in future also. Okay, so this is all about the meaning of training. Now let us discuss the definition, some of the important definitions of training. So the first definition is given by Edwin B. Flippo. So according to Edwin B. Flippo, training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee for doing a particular job. So Edwin B. Flippo has specifically said that training is all about providing or increasing the knowledge and skills, and these increase of knowledge and skills must be related to a particular job. So every employee is trained, is imparted with a high level of knowledge regarding the job skills that are necessary to do a particular job only. So this is the definition of Edwin B. Flippo, that it is an act which increases the knowledge, the skills of an employee for doing a particular job only. Okay. The next definition is given by Dale S. Beach. So according to Dale S. Beach, training is an organized procedure by which people learn knowledge or skills for a definite purpose. So here Dale S. Beach has also explained training in the same manner, that it is an organized procedure through which people gain knowledge and skills for a definite purpose. So what is the definite purpose? Definite purpose is the particular job for which the employee is appointed and for which the training is provided. So here he has added one of the term, that is an organized procedure. So he has mentioned that training needs to be conducted in a proper organized procedure to be more effective. Okay. The last definition is given by Michael J. Jusis. So according to him, the term training is used here to indicate only process by which aptitude, skills and abilities of the employees to perform specific job are increased. So he has added another aspect of an employee, that is aptitude. So according to him, training is used to indicate only process. It here to indicate only, it is a process by which the attitude, the skills, the abilities of an employee is increased, which is also related to a specific job. So here not only knowledge and skills are imparted within an employee. According to Michael J. Jusius, aptitudes are also improved. So aptitude, skills and abilities of an employee improve when they go through the training procedure or training programs. So these are the important definitions of training. Okay. Now let me explain about development. So training and development, they're related to each other, and most of the time people get confused between training and development because they are related. They are very similar also, but at the same time they are very different. They both are extremely, not extremely, but to some extent they are different from each other. And with training there is always development. So they are always mentioned together, training and development. So first of all, I am going to explain what is actually development. So like you already know that training is for a specific job, but development is not for a specific job. Development helps individual to manage to handle their future responsibility with little concern for current job. Here it means that suppose you are in a position of an assistant and you are properly trained, you are a well trained assistant. So now you need to develop, you need to go through developmental programs so that you can get promotion in future, you can move ahead in your career without getting worried about your current job, because you're already trained for your current job. So you don't have any kind of worries related to that. There would be a least amount of concern for your current job because you're already trained to that. But how you're supposed to improve in your career? Only with the help of the development programs, because it will help you to manage your future responsibilities. It will make you efficient for higher positions in future. So that is the basic objective of development. So it can be defined as that the nature and direction of the change taking place among personnel through education and training process. So it is the nature and direction of change. So development is some kind of change. It is one kind of improvement that is provided through education and training processes. Different kinds of training processes are included. At the same time, a high level of education is also provided. So it is a different nature and direction of the change that takes place within the employees, within the candidates, through education and training processes. So they are provided with high level educational facilities which provide knowledge. At the same time, they go through different kinds of training process, not related to a specific job, but in general level. So that increases the capability, the potential, the talent, even it changes to some extent the personality of the candidates, of the employees. Okay. So development programs are specifically prepared for middle and higher level executives, because training is meant for specific purpose, but developmental programs actually helps a candidate to learn something more, not specific to a job, but it helps in improvement. It increases the managerial skills, the capability, and improves various other factors of a person. And this is specifically used in middle and top executives. Okay. So this is the basic meaning of development. Like I said, training and development, they are similar, but at the same time, they are also very different from each other. So it is better to understand the difference so that you can understand this training and development aspect in a clear and better manner. So these are the point of difference. So first of all, the meaning. Obviously, both of training and development have different meanings. Training is for a specific job, but development is for the overall development of the employee, whether it is attitude, whether it is skill, whether it is knowledge, whether it is personality. Each and every aspect of the employees are developed, are improved. But in case of training, it is meant for a specific purpose, that is a specific job. But development is not meant for a specific job, it is meant for the overall development, and it does not have also specific time. A person can develop himself or herself by observing others and everything. So this process is not restricted by time limit also. So this is the first definition, first point of difference between training and development. The next point of difference is the use, how it is used. So training is used for imparting knowledge and skills related to a specific job. So training is used for training a particular employee for doing his or her particular job. But development is not used for a particular job. It is used for improving or developing the employees. The overall growth of the employee is more, it is used for the developing an employee from an overall aspect. So that is the different kind of use of training and development. Training is used for a specific job, but development is used for overall growth and development of the candidate. Next one is nature. Nature is also an important point of difference. So training is, the nature of training is that it is job oriented. It is meant for a specific job. But development is career oriented. Development is more focused on the overall career of a candidate, overall career of an employee, so that he or she can move ahead in the career. But training is limited to a specific job. It is only job oriented. So you are provided training for a specific job, and the result would be better if the candidate has learned each and every aspect of the job. So the nature of the training, that it is job oriented, and the nature of development is that it is career oriented. So next one is perspective. Now training is for a very short term perspective, and development is for long term perspective. Like I said, training is for a specific job means the time period is very short. It is provided for a very short time period, and it is used for also a very short time period if you compare it with the entire career of an employee. But development is a very long term, has a very long term perspective. It focuses on developing the employee in each and every step, so that that person can move forward to in his or her career, can get promotions in his or her career, and the person would do different kinds of challenging job in his or her career. So that is the perspective of the of training and development. The next one is aim. So training simply aims at providing efficient employees to the organization who are efficient in doing one job or a specific job. That is the aim of the training. But what is the aim of development? The aim of development is to enhance the capability and to use the optimum potential and capabilities of each and every employee. So these two things have very different kinds of objectives. When training is only meant for a specific purpose, but development is meant for an overall aspect of the employee. It aims at utilizing the all the capabilities that it aims at optimum utilization of capabilities and potentials of the employees, whereas training is all about doing the job efficiently, doing a specific job efficiently. That is the basic purpose of training. And the next point of difference is scope. So here it can be said that training has limited scope because it focuses only on one aspect, but development includes training, it includes education. So it includes various other elements which are not part of training. Training is an important part of development, but development has a wider scope. It includes education, it includes imparting knowledge within the employees. It also includes different kinds of like development programs and other things. So it includes training, education and development, where training is an important part of development. So training has a narrow scope and development has a wider scope. Next one is level of involved person. Means what is the level of people who are involved in training and development. So basically training is used for lower and middle level executives, lower level workers and employees, but development is meant for top level executives and higher middle level or middle level executives. So these are the people who are involved in training and development, because like I said, training is for a specific job, so it is most of the time used for lower level jobs, but development is used for middle level and higher level jobs and the people who are appointed in those jobs. The next one is depth of knowledge. Now training being a part of a specific job, it is very necessary to have, it is very necessary to provide in-depth knowledge regarding a particular job. So training provides a high level of knowledge, in-depth knowledge in the candidate, so that in the employee, so that they can do their job more efficiently. But development doesn't focus only on knowledge. Knowledge is a part of development, but in detail, in-depth knowledge is not part of the development. So it focuses more on overall development, attitude, personality and various other things. But if we compare the level of knowledge imparted in training and development, we can clearly say that high level of knowledge, detailed knowledge is imparted within an employee under the training program, but detailed and in-depth knowledge are not imparted an employee within a or going through a development program. Okay. The next one is initiative in learning. Means who takes the initiative in the learning programs, learning of training program and development program. So training is basically organization, the initiation is taken by the organization, but development, for development, the employee themselves, they have to take initiation. If you as an employee do not want to develop, no development program can actually help you to gain knowledge, to improve yourself and help you grow. So initiation is taken by the employees as well as the organization, but in training, the initiation is taken by the organization. Okay. And the last is the duration. As you all are already aware that training is meant for a specific job, so obviously the duration is very short in training, but the duration under development is very long, because it is not focused on only one job. It is focused on the entire career of the employee. So development as a person, you do not need any kind of fixed time period to develop. So every person has a scope of development. So we cannot say that development is for a very fixed time period. We can develop in each and every stage of our life. So it does not have any fixed duration, but training has a very fixed and short duration. Okay. So these are the important definitions of, important point of difference between training and development. Okay. So in this session, I have just given you all a brief idea about training. What does training mean? What is development? And what is the basic difference between training and development? In the next session, I am going to be very specific. I am going to explain about the features and the important objectives of training. Okay. So that's it for today. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.